Navi and United have a bit more work to do currently as Twisted Mind begins to fan out along that hillside. They're going to take their space. They're going to, just make sure that nobody's in range to get grenaded from one single grenade. It's going to take work to clear them out, and you can see the smokes have to come through for Navi, so you can see they're running back and forth, grabbing them, picking them up, grabbing whatever extra utility, whatever extra ammo they can, and then it is time to make their move.
It's like they're trying to prep some type of vehicle fortification in front of them, and it's about the only option that they've got. Vehicles now are just going to go ahead and start to roll out. People should hear that engine shot's going to start coming out from Twisted Minds. Going to try to roll into it. Some shots do come out. Spyro's going to go down, and whoa! Navi just runs right into this one. He is outside the blue, though. That's great. It's no problem, but wow! Twisted Minds gets eliminated. That was an insane push by Navi. United now turns back in. They're trying to move in, but it's going to be one member from Navi that was left behind.
Mel still alive, but he's the only one. United may be able to take this. Alya has a knock here. Excuse me, there's two alive for Navi. Alya on the angle, still held back, and he has found a big knock. Now they should be able to get ubah up and running. Example out there as well, so even though they went out into the blue, took some knocks that way. Ooh, kickstart. That is nasty right at the feet of Alya.
Finally closing down Alya's positioning because United wanted to pounce, leaving that one behind shut down anything that United was trying to do, and that gives enough time for Navi to try to reset, get into reposition, and now with 3, looking back into United's 2.
Those are championship moves from Navi right there to know that you need to take the top team down in this circle to have any chance of winning the event, and they go for it and they make it work. That's what you want to see. Grenades now start to impact on top of Navi. Kickstart dodging a couple different mollies. Ooh. He might have stepped into one there. I'm not sure. No, he's still good. Snaker's now going to let loose with some grenades of his own. They're coming up short.
Navi has control of the center right now, and United knows that. They have to push this hillside. Throwables now starting to come out. Navi is reading it. Blue coming in. Peek's going to come up. Ubah does connect onto it at the exact same time as Example. Kickstart tries to go for a play, but no! Navi's Miracle Sin gives them the victory.
Welcome back, Ubah. Welcome back to PGC. This guy has been great all event. Navi has been fragging out. A little quiet the last couple days, but they're back, baby.
That was insane. My mind broke watching that. That was just ridiculous aim. They realized what they needed to do, even sending one of their players just out. They were like, we just got to gun it, hit the shots. And 7-7 to creep into the circle, though, so all pressure now starting to become in this northern section with the 2v1 duel that's going on between Ian as well as Entropic.
Yeah, here comes the return utility from Entropic, keeping Ian pinned on the hill. Once again, the spray just off for Ian right now, and now he should be done. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, good pushover, good timing from Navi.
Second place now going to be held by Navi, and eyes still set even higher. There's a ton of kill capabilities still sitting here in front of him as it's going to be TE moving down the hillside, getting right next to him.
And the Navi chants begin in the crowd. Duck Juice, though, gets Ibis looking for another. Yeah, he is just swatted away. Good job by the Expendables. They're too strong. Navi is trying to push this hill.
156 doesn't seem so far right now for Navi as they've got their eyes on that overall prize. Navi moving in. They managed to spot out both members. It's going to be Smokes buying some, but Example coming alive when he's needed. Looking through the smokes, trying to get those last couple of shots. It's all just going to be how much more can they get?
Navi coming through big on Miramar today, and they are shooting up the leaderboard.
One side, they have a fully entrenched Cerberus. On the other side, they've got 17 with the high ground onto them. Meanwhile, we still have the overpeakers that are still going to have to make some type of push into what's going to be the new Entropic defensive line.
I think we'll be watching this fight quite a bit. Example is keen to make sure that 17 isn't able to push out. You did get the AWM knocking another one from Balefrost. That's a nice quick scope, and Nayla is going to get flushed for it. That's what we like to see.
Every single kill here worth more and more money, just right back behind Danoa, right? So now we still have the continued shots coming out. Nothing going on from the Everest itself. Looks like Navi is going to start prepping this out. They've got the nades. They've got to start moving in, but they have to be careful. They're in nade range as well. Cerberus still continues to get the better end of these trades.
Yeah, that first one was huge. That bought Cerberus even more time. Now a response from Navi is needed. Will 17 get involved? They do find the finish onto Balefrost. That's another point in the bag. Alya watching the hillside, gets the headshot onto Salalzi, damage into him in return. Ubah thinking about trying to push forward. Tycon throws a grenade out and over. It's perfect!
Cerberus looks like they're going to play spoiler on this one right now. It's going to be a quick push coming out, but there you go. Now it's going to be Example finding it down. He's making the push. You need to have your moments, and it looks like he's going to try to have it. He's got to be careful. Two members of Cerberus still in front of him. Goes for the spray, gets some damage out. Spots out another one. Example refuses to go down, but it's going to be 17 charging behind.
It is an excellent play with the Mark 14. Puts it onto auto. Here comes Lil Goes. He is scooping up these points. Example once again on slivers of health, trying to pour him down, and now the damage from Suju is good. Navi on its last legs. It is just Example.
But he has managed to get first. Is it going to be enough as 17 still has more points that they can try to pick up? It is going to be Suju that manages to finally take down Navi, who are having a phenomenal day. Overpeakers, though, realize this. They're just rolling into it. They've finally done with the Everest fight, and they're going to set up their defenses and try to pounce before 17 can reset.
Yeah, they know there's a res coming through. They want to try to catch him right on it, and they do. Show has been knocked by the first grenade. Clip continues to push in. A smoke is out. 17 is trying to retreat, trying to lick their wounds, trying to find an opportunity to heal, but Vard out on the edge, gets spotted by Xiao Wu. He hits that. Ooh. He did get him. He didn't get the knock. Can he get another?
Tries to go for the follow-up into it. Don't forget about Overpeakers. They're trying to catch up to E United right now, and with a good game, that's going to put them in touching distance of doing so. Molotovs, throwables, smokes everywhere as this fight is outside the safe zone, and it's going to be Vard, the only player inside of it. Now it's going to be 17 pushing in blind, near on no information to work with, but it's going to be 17 that runs away, leaving Clib behind. Just sitting there, goes for the spray and does get the knock on one, but he is going to go down. The cost is big. James repositioned. He's got the high ground now, looking down into it. Lil Ghost does connect into some damage as 17 still wants this, sitting on 11 kills on one side, 10 on the other.
That was a huge spray to find that headshot onto the James. That forces the reposition out from him. James is going to pull at it. I mean, if Xiao Wu hits one of those bolt shots and takes somebody out, I'm going to lose my marbles.
Oh, he jumps out. It's going to be Lil Ghost that read it, though. He already knows exactly the position. Just one up for Overpeakers. Every single kill gets it, and there you go. 17 should move into second. That's what I want from my PGC.
17 Gaming coming up big when they needed it most. We go back to Erangel, and the boys are hungry. They want this title.
This is what I am talking about. Whenever you are down in these final seconds, who can come up for your team? 17, it's been a quiet day, but finally they find something.
It's the final act for show.
The follow-up going to be enough. That's going to be pretty close. Doesn't get him.
He got the first aid off just in time to avoid the knock there. Mexi at half health. The res being attempted onto James. Looks like it will be safe. Navi backed off of this fight. They didn't like the third team getting involved. Relo has flushed Clip. Overpeakers don't really want to take this fight much longer. If they can help it, it's going to be a heal, jump in the Dacia, and move.
Overpeakers know that they need to get away, but the problem is if they go to the north, it's going to be where Navi's at, so they've just got to make a send more along the line for the circle. Rilla's going to start taking some shots in the back. Mexi is going to go down. It's going to be more after any kill that they can get his phase. Now looking into E United. It's a ton of EU teams now looking E United's direction. See if maybe they can try to survive, get some more kills. Kickstart has gone down, and it's just turning into a kill race.
Yeah, Example now starting to get some serious work done. James has been knocked, and the reload should allow for the finish. More points going into the back of Navi as they are 1 point ahead of, make it 2 points ahead of Twisted Mind.
Nate is not going to take down Kickstart. The blue is coming in yet again, that old friend for E United. It is going to also be Navi moving right into the waiting arms of Wildcard. They've got a full-on line set up, defenses ready to go, as Navi is just going to come in, stop right at the edge of the zone.
Yeah, they're playing this as safe as possible. Wildcard still pretty well fanned out around them. The push is coming through. An Example is once again good for another kill. Greg's shot is down. Mel trailing behind his vehicle has one spotted out up and over the hill. Is going to find another knock onto Nikos. They are just a wrecking ball.
But it's going to be E United. Looks like they're coming back behind this one. Flood moved very early. It looks like he's trying to get some more shots in to see if they can pick up anything. FaZe is going to be back behind E United. Wildcard's going to go down, and most of those are going to go over to Navi. Now, what can they do? Circle has shifted into this direction, and most of these teams are going to have to move into the north, but our big factors already in play.
Navi is in first place currently, 6 kills in this game already. They just steamrolled Wildcard out of this tournament. E United back up to 4, but they're going to take this time to regroup. Grenades of his own, and you can see everybody wants to see if they can find this. Batulin's avoiding much damage. No, he's avoiding any. There's a little bit into him. Now you can see the surround coming through, but Spyro in that small house could be a thorn in the side for Vectic. Trying to hold on, he gets to the car. He swaps out, he's got one, he's over the top and gets him.
It's going to be pushed in because FaZe was taking the shots into this one. While this is happening, EU9's also taking some shots on the outside of it. Batulin's just trying to stay alive and keep his team in this one. Going to make the push in. It's going to be a juke around. Batulin's taking a lot of damage. Now having to move away. He's going to go down. Just one member still up. QM, it's a 1v1 for Destiny.
Spyro trying to push through the door. Hobbit's throwing some smokes down. He's going to push the angle here. He wants to get these points. He knows he needs them. He needs to finish off QM players. Here comes 17!
They have an opportunity. They're just going to crash in. Little Ghost wants to exploit it. They realize where the fight's at. Nade's now being prepped. They could pick up these kills. Nade's going to roll right into it. Spyro's got to play this so careful.
He is under a ton of pressure. Lil Ghost is going fishing, and he's going to find it. Lou is down, and another one coming in from Hobbits takes Spyro out.
17 Gaming now starting to move, trying to get more and more. They know that they need the kills as well as it's just continuing. Everybody is just going bloodthirsty.
Twisted Minds has been removed. They will not be winning PGC 2022 this year. Now it's on to 17 and Navi. FaZe out in the open, taking down members of EU-United, and EU-United has gone out into 10th, and they will finish in 4th place.
Cemented in position. 17 though not yet done. 64-62 and the fight continues.
Oh, what a grenade from Xiaowu! Takes out Hobbit. 17 loses a player, but they've got 3 kills.
Climb, and climb some more. That is the name of the game. Navi's got control over the circle, but 17 has control of all the fights around them. They've got Entropic that's going to be the north phase that just managed to fish off EU-United, but to the west, it's going to be Daytrade that's going to be moving into Cerberus's lines. Navi doesn't have the cleanest vision into what's all going to be happening, but it's going to be FaZe that's starting to get pretty close, and looks like they might be trying to see if they can get some kills into it.
Well, FaZe is getting sandwiched here now, Entropic on the backside. Example's putting some serious hurt, gets the headshot onto Vex. That's going to be a cleanup. Another point here for Navi. They are slaughtering everything they look at. They are dialed in. Now that is a knock on Ubah from Crazy. Here comes Lil Ghost.
Now moving in, insecting right back behind where we see Entropic. No real push just yet. Still trying to get a feel. Does spot out QBE. So close. Still 2 points separating them out. Lil Ghost does not get the knock. Has revealed position. 17 has got to be careful. And it's going to be Lucarux that gets us down onto Lil Ghost.
How did he find that spray? An insane one from Lucarux. Grenades out to try to protect, but that one's right next to Lil Ghost. That could be the end. No, he's still alive. The follow-up is right next to him. Somehow, some way, Lil Ghost is escaping danger.
17 knows that they need to make the push into this. They have got to defend their teammate. They do not want to go down to a grenade. It's going to be Xiaowu on one side. Connects in. Does get the drop onto QBE. Now Lucarux all by his lonesome. FaZe sees what's happening, and they might be coming down to third party.
Xiaowu needs to cook this grenade a little bit better this go around. That one's right next to him. Lucarux almost down and out. Xiaowu's going to think about one more grenade. Saw him prone. Should have him done here. That is going to be another point in the bag for 17 Gaming.
Okay, now FaZe had to pull away from a TMA and moving into maybe a gatekeeping position. Navi still control of the circle, but they're having to watch that kill feed as 17 is just absolutely vibing on the outside of it. Now just 1 point behind Navi. Sure, they have lost one, but it hasn't been enough to stop the roll yet.
I thought Daytrade might come in here and try to play spoiler. They're doing a little bit of damage onto Lil Ghost. Don't find any knock. All 4 members of Daytrade very close. Cerberus on the other side of this. Xiaowu right up close and personal with Belmoth. Going to start throwing some stuns.
This is going to be another potential pull around for Belmont, but no, Xiaowu, he goes down though. Quick exchange between the two of them. Daytrade trying to make their move back into this position. Little Ghost holding that point position. He has got to fit his teammates, but he goes down as well. It is just Suju still up.
It is falling apart for 17. Suju has to play his life. He has to find a way to save his teammates. Daytrade got stabbed in the back by TMA. They lost a couple members, had to back up for a moment. Gustav and FaZe are getting involved. Here comes Cerberus. It's a party.
Everybody is jumping into this one. Tycon's going to go ahead and take down Food Chills. Take Me Away Gaming is going to be eliminated, but Cerberus is not quite done. Making the move into it, trying to find more. It's going to be FaZe Dickery now starting to take them shots in. Throwables coming out. Just one member up for 17, but clinging to life.
Suju just trying to push out, push ahead. FaZe was throwing a lot of utility his way, wasn't able to connect. Tycon dangerously close now to Suju. Suju just trying to hold the line, trying to hold these smokes. Is Yahoo gonna get involved in this as well? Meanwhile, Navi can just vibe, and Suju is out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion.
Navi's patience is rewarded in the biggest of ways. $1 million they now get a hold of. They just have to play it slow, steady. Diggory gets a crazy shot on Isaki, but he is going to go down as it is now moving into our top 3 still alive.
Unbelievable, and you can see what it means to the Navi coaching staff. Already a lot of emotion on their face. We still have a game to finish. We still have some positions to be decided, some money to dole out as Navi has full control over the northern half. You still have Yahoo, who is breaking ranks, breaking away from Cerberus. Cerberus, they're kind of eyeing Navi's position, but they are just barely on the edge of the next circle.
Big money in this for Yoho if they can win one of these firefights, and if they can take the game, could get themselves all the way up into 6th place. So Yoho playing more passive right now, but it's all going to be on Cerberus. Multiple eyes going their direction. Navi holding down, what, 3/4 of the circle right now?
Yeah, something like that. And we got a shot of the PGC trophy there where Navi will be etching their names into history. They will find pictures of their banner in the museum as time goes on. Indeed, they will be added to this list alongside greats like Gen G, OMG, the Sonics. I mean, just unbelievable. New Happy on top of the other team. So that's going to be a lot of smokes committed by Cerberus to try to push around in the they're going to have to fight through a Yahoo. I mean, look, they got AWMs. You might as well try to break them.
Now going to be moving into this one. It is so much smoke down on the other side. Throwable still going to be coming out. Cerberus getting caught in a lot of those fights, had to use some of their utility beforehand, but Punich just taking the blind shots in. Still got himself 11 more that he can work with, but he's going to go down. Hisaki gets close enough.
Yeah, finds a good grenade. Still the angle being held by Sparking. Balefrost trying to reinforce. Might be able to find a shot here. Sparking just going big or go home, baby. That one just a bit behind Himas.
Now it's time to go back over those ARs. Yeah, that works a little bit better for you, Sparking, hitting that damage in. Punich feeding over some information, but Navi getting control over the circle due to it. Sparking taking a lot of damage. Last one up for Yoho. Does he have any shots he can hit? No, he is going to go out, and that cements them in 8th place.
All right, here comes Navi. They want to end on a bang. They've already claimed the championship, but you might as well go out in style. Alya leading the way for his squad, has Cerberus looking at him behind that tree. A bit of a peak battle here, but you can see Navi is fired up. That movement is quick. The ability to kind of get the counter angles, get the counter flanks onto Cerberus, wrap around the edges, but it's just a matter of, you know, whether they can find that opening knock. That's really kind of a lot of times how these battles start, is one knock and the doors just swing wide open.
And we got to give massive respect to Cerberus. They've had themselves a massive kill game in this one, and they're trying to pick up more points as they go. Now holding down that position. Himas is going to go down. Isaki as well. Just 2 still up. Now again, just going for those flushes. Navi still with 3 has control, and now we still have 2 members moving forward for Cerberus.
Yeah, Tycon here just trying to see if he can get in here, do anything to hold the line for his team. Alya looks, Mel
what?
being rezzed by Alya. Tycon's going to try to hide behind this car.
Yeah, just so
cute.
So close over here. All right, we'll have to see how that one continues to brew. As Solzy still trying to creep in. Blue's gonna hit real hard, so he needs to stay with it, just narrowly keeping his life. Tycon, though, we have seen some big moments. Shots now gonna start coming out Souls. So can he go forward?
All right, Solalzi, go big or go home. Well, he got pushed back into the blue. It's right next to him. The blue is going to get the knock, and Tycon's gone.
That's going to finish it off at the end of it.
Here we go. It's their first international title. The first title for their region. Your 2022 PGC champions, Navi!
Massive miracle run today. They wanted this, and by God, a set of plays that could not even be thought of were just executed time and time again to find the victories, find the strength, and find that #1 spot on the leaderboard.
They absolutely barnstormed today. They were all over the place. They were absolutely destroying a title for the first time for EMEA, a title for some of the all-time greats in PUBG esports history. I mean, you got to think Ubah, who came so close in 2019, comes back to play with Navi and finds a championship alongside the unbelievably talented player.